number. Oh, but this is that's 4 years ago. He's ready. We're here. Can't hear you. Yeah, that's how the face sheet works. But you stick in there, they don't have. They go with it. Well, they care about that.
You know, keep a copy of the original $10 and just get a lot of stuff.
I'm not good with my private, you know.
See. This meeting live stream, okay? How many we have? 4 people so far. 5. Okay. Where is 5?
Can't hear you.
Okay, let's go over there. There it is. Here it is.
Now, unless you put yourself on the mute.
Do I hear 100%?
Oh, I hear
Oh, gee.
Okay.
Okay. Well, happy Friday, everybody.
Friday.
I hope I don't get interrupted because I'm helping my son make an offer on a place in North Carolina to live at the moment. So it's touch and go. It's sort of a remote transaction, but it's fun to work them. Hey, there's Debbie. Hello, Debbie.
Hi, guys. Hi, everybody. I'm so sorry I wasn't able to join the last time. I feel like I've got an echo.
It's more important you do your important work than just to hang around with us.
Oh, and you know, the important work is, and I think hopefully most of you have got the alert. We did.
We'll have hopefully have a little fun and get more of a turnout. Our turnout has sort of dwindled. I guess people getting lazy and watching it on YouTube. But I surprised them last week because YouTube got shut down because of a copyright problem on my part. And oh my gosh, my cat's playing games with all the paper on my desk here. So see what's going to happen with what's left here. So let's get started. We want to talk about some of the things happening this week. We had Mother's Day brunch, and I think everybody had a pretty good time with that. There was a lot of friends and family come here to enjoy that, and we. The only issue I would try to get back to Kim on is try to get the tables not in the sunny part of it, but the shady part of the building, because it was awfully bright, but it was nice. It was the weather, we could cope with it, but we weren't expecting. We needed the Easter bonnets, with those kinds of things for that very bright Mother's Day. Then Monday night we had the Beach City Band play out in the PAC, and I want to show you. I've been working on my my website, the blog, the Village News, and I put a few of those that I taped from the Monday night concert up on the Village News. Let me show you a little bit about that. Let's see, what do I to do here first? I want to bring it up, so I got to go here. And no, that's not the run. I got to do another one. I've actually been updating this Village News site to have more things on it, and so let me show you how this works. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Let's see. So here's the Village News site. This is a site you just go to by typing in your browser villagenews.site. And up in the top here, you'll see memos and news, meals and menus, help and ideas, for enjoyment, and reference. So for enjoyment, let's see, we just click on that and you'll get here. Here's some new quiet, soothing background music if you want to listen to that, and just click on it and it'll bring up a very smooth going to sleep type music. And then go down here. Oh, here's National Nurses Week. I put something on that too. And that's a nice little story about how people are remembering the nurses who took care of them. And here's the Beach City Band. We have My Favorite Things, Love Is Here to Stay, String of Pearls, and In the Mood, things so forth. So you can click on any one of these. So anytime you want to have some dance music, you just go and look at that. While I'm here, I'll also cover the meals and menus. I've added to the current menu for the week. This will be at the top of the page. Here's a Monday through Thursday, and then Friday. This is today. We're going to have chicken breast stuffed with fresco chimichanga or whatever, cilantro, and seared Arctic char. These names are something else. And then Saturday and Sunday, and then Sunday night I'll update these so you'll see what next week's menus are. And then it gives all the details about other kinds of stuff in the dining area, so forth. Then I'll be posting more of the Debbie's menus, memos, and the news here as I get them within a few days. It takes a little bit of time. So that's what's going on in the Village News. And if you got any comments, let me know so I can try to accommodate the more important things for you on the site, because it's your site. I'm thinking what I'm going to do is trying to show that things are interesting, but if I can't show them on the happy hour because they're copyrighted and all, I'll just put them up there on the news, and you can grab them that way. Let's see. That's a long way around the Beach City Band. Wednesday we had the staff lunch with the staff serving lunch to us, and it was kind of nice, especially a nice Mexican menu that day, and it was really good. So it was so good that not too many people showed up for dinner. So I think those are the key things to offer to mention. Anyone else have any comments of what you really enjoyed this week? Okay, Debbie, you wanna tell us what's going on in your world?
Yeah, a bit of a busy day today. We had one staff member test positive, so most of you should have gotten the alert already. If not, you'll have a memo with your weekly update. But we do have to weekly testing again. until
Oh,
we achieve 14 days of negative tests. So we're back to that. So just a good reminder, I know we're all sick and tired of it, but please wear your mask. You know, obviously when you're in common areas, we don't want to take a chance of having to go 3, 4, 5 weeks of having to test because that's just challenging for everybody.
so that'll be Tuesday. We'll start testing again.
We're going to start testing on Monday, and so you've got, your time in your Friday memo of when you should come to the LLC for that. You've got your new optional services, the new Appendix A and Appendix B that is effective Monday. You guys are all grandfathered in, so it's not a big deal. But you'll see, I think, some updated charges that will take effect in case any of them are different. Just a reminder, please have your visitors sign in at the front desk. We do have to have them temperature checked. We also need to know how many people are in the building in case we have to evacuate. And then staff has also made aware any vendors have to be escorted through the building. So we did have a group that purported to be with the state of California, a new welcome desk young lady let them in. They need to be escorted for the resident safety. So everyone's been updated and serviced on that as well.
Bob, I'm getting a horrendous echo when when
And I don't know
Debbie.
what to do about it because I only have my line open here. So I don't know if everybody mutes, if that would help.
It's sort of a garbled or some kind of distortion in your.
I know. I'm so sorry. I've had a bunch of Zoom meetings this week and this hasn't happened, so I apologize.
Can't hear you.
Well, maybe we can come up with a better mic or something to help you get through
Yeah,
that.
it's the same mic I've been using all week and hasn't happened. So I'll have IT see if they can't update. Take a look at that. And just a reminder, Bob, I do need to leave at 4 today for another Zoom call. So.
That's
Right.
okay.
Okay. So, alrighty, we're back to testing again.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's I guess goes back with that Friday the 13th type of news.
That's exactly what I've been saying all day. It's Friday the 13th.
So on that venue, I guess I have some Friday the 13th things to share with you here. First one was to say, well, why is Friday the 13th unlucky? So some say it used to be witches and everything else, but it's really not. It's all kinds of things. One theory was that Friday the 13th is thought to be the fall of the Knights Templar, which is a group of legendary warriors back in the 12th or 13th century. A lot of superstitions, but the one was the hundreds of Knights of Templars were arrested on Friday the 13th in 1307 by King Philip of France. And that's because they're becoming too powerful and too rich. They were founded way back in the 1100s as a monastery military order to protect pilgrims traveling to the Holy Land. And then they became rich and famous and influential, and too much money, too much power. The other people get threatened. So by the 14th century, Templars had castles and churches and banks and astonishing wealth, which led to their downfall. So they were tortured and kept in isolation and fed with scraps. So that's one theory.
Like the
Then another one was has to do Jesus' Last Supper. Da Vinci painted the Last Supper showing 13 people in the upper room with the 13th of Nisan, Monday, Thursday, the night before Jesus' death on Good Friday. Judas betrayed was also the 13th guest at the table. So people who watched the movie and the painting and everything else further that as being an unlucky trace. And
Where's the separate Italian? This is Spanish.
now here's another one that
This is a share of the 13.
let's see if I can fix this.
Some more here.
This is a tongue twister.
There's 9 people.
What's happening here? I can't get to see you guys. Oh, I know what's happening. Okay. Trichadiosophia. I can't.
Triskaidekaphobia.
Who said that?
I did, Doug.
Oh, okay. Well, you win the pronunciation contest. It's fear of number 13. So it may be that's another way of saying people don't like 13. So they don't like clubs. The club mentioned. Let's see. This is a club 13. They must have loved it. But the word comes from the Greek origin and everything else. But you find that airlines such as Air France, Lithuania, Ryan don't have a 13th row. Cruise liners don't have a deck 13. Many restaurants don't have a table 13. Hotels don't have a floor 13. So they're afraid of the number. So we'll see how. That's one way of explaining it, where it comes from. And I'm sure there's at least another 13 theories about where it came from. So, hey, Don, go ahead.
I thought you might be interested in something on a local level. You see a lot of gang graffiti in our neighborhood, and oftentimes the ending of it is X13. The significance of that is also in 7 is the police code for murder. X13 means that the 13th letter of the alphabet is M. M in our neighborhood means Mexican Mafia.
Oh my gosh.
Your echo is all over the place.
Oh well. We'll take the more friendly interpretations. So if that's not enough, we have another phenomena happening right now, and that's this. Oh darn it! The issue of the planets. Mercury is in retrograde, and I'm sure everyone's worried about that, right? But it's going to happen until June 3rd, and it's going to affect communications, frustration, deception, disagreements, technical issues. Watch what you commit to and sign for. Travel delays, plans changing, possible breakups. Pay attention to red flags. Go within the focus of your truth. And this is all, it all has to do with how the planets line up. And Mercury is a god of commerce and communications. And these areas are likely to be most affected when Mercury is in retrograde, which is a certain position in the solar system where it's actually getting further away from the Earth because of the way the planets are not exactly a circle. So people get stuck in traffic and blame it, lose emails, make bad decisions on purchasing and things so forth. So maybe this is more a thing to worry about than the Friday the 13th. This goes on for a couple of 3 weeks.
Does that explain the echo in our Zoom meeting today?
You have an echo?
Oh, I'm hearing it all the time.
Oh, gee. Let me see if I can adjust my sound.
I don't have an echo.
Well, I got to. Anyhow, let me finish this first. The wrong area now. So, what do they say? What are you supposed to do? Well, it actually happens 4 times a year, and it affects communications in all forms: listening, writing, reading, speaking. So maybe you can use that as an excuse of not doing a good job of something when you make a speech or something. I don't know. But it's going to end on the 2nd of June, and you can't avoid it, but just be aware of it, okay? So that's what we're going to do about that. Now, let me check on my sound here. I'm using that. Let me try to do the original sound off. And just use... Okay, whatever it does. Yeah. So now and the other problems I was talking about, in addition to just this thing for the week, of course, we were into this period of very high inflation, and it's affecting a lot of us in many different ways. So I found something that was a little more humorous about that. So I figured we might as well talk about it from the light side. So here's a little about inflation. So how bad is inflation? Well, my neighbor got a pre-declined credit card in the mail. Now, our CEOs are now playing miniature golf instead of regular golf. ExxonMobil laid off 25 congressmen. I saw a Mormon with only one wife. And McDonald's is selling the 1/4 ouncer. Parents in Beverly Hills fired their nannies and learned their children's names. A truckload of Americans was caught sneaking into Mexico.
Oh, goodness.
A picture is now only worth 200 words.
Okay.
And Bill and Hillary traveling together, now they have to share a room.
Oh.
The Treasure Island Casino in Las Vegas is now managed by the Somali pirates. And this one, a call to Blue Book value on my car. They asked me if my gas tank was full or empty. So that's how bad things are.
Okay.
So what do I want to get to here? Yeah. So let's see. I showed you the updates to the Village News and that sort of stuff. So let's see. Going over the week, did anyone have any really fun things to talk about or great experiences? What were the highlights of your week? Anyone got to talk about any things that you want to share? This isn't just a Bob show. This is a participation environment here. So
Yeah,
okay, go ahead, Judy.
I'll just add, my Sweet Adeline Chorus is getting ready to sing for Memorial Day in Lakewood at the Airplane Park, Del Valle.
Okay.
So that'll be on Monday, the 31st.
Patty, go ahead. You're muted. You're muted, Patty.
Yeah, okay. I just wanted to say how wonderful it is to be able to live here. Yesterday would have been Max and my anniversary, and I had nobody to have dinner with last night. And I happened to mention that when I was in the Mahjong class. And I ended up with Judy Phillips and Barbara Olson. They says, well, we don't have anyone, let's all eat together. So I went down to make a reservation, and I couldn't make a reservation in the Grove because they were so short of servers. So I asked, well, could we order our food and then eat it in the Red Chair Lounge? And they said, sure. So we did that last night. And it was, I have to thank Judy and Barbara. It turned out to laugh. We all shared how we met our husbands, and we got hilarious.
Very good.
And so that's because I live at Walnut Village that I was able to do that.
That's right.
Yeah, a little flexibility. That's nice. Yes.
Yep.
Yes. Very good. Has anybody heard any more progress on our butterfly project?
Judy had some pictures today of some caterpillars that she took out on the plant.
Yeah, I saw her taking pictures this morning. I wasn't sure exactly what it was. I haven't seen the photos, but they'll probably be up on the website in a very short period of time.
I think she said she's got 7 caterpillars.
Well, we should have quite a crop, I think, because they went ahead and planted a lot more milkweed and got the eggs on the milkweed, and once those caterpillars start doing their thing, they're going to be sprouting what do you call pupae or something like that, and then butterflies come out of that, all that stuff. So
Chrysalis.
yeah, chrysalis. Yeah. So I just want to see. There was. I wanted to make sure people were aware also of this. What's available on the website. I mean, on YouTube. What's going on here? So I'm going to share this with you. When you go to YouTube and you type in Walnut Village Life Enrichment, you can get all the stuff that's posted by Les Bishop or Judy or the meetings and everything else. And all you subscribe to this, and then it becomes a part of your subscription base. But notice there's only 50 people that subscribe to this thing. Now that's atrocious. There are so many things on this website to see what's going on here. There's videos, and you get playlists and all kinds of stuff. So I encourage you guys to make use of these, because this is a one channel that we have, Judy has control over, as opposed to going out on the front porch channels and having to go through all the front porch rigmarole to get anything posted. So this is where, like if she was taking pictures, those easily get posted either on YouTube or Facebook. We also have the Facebook channel, but YouTube for the videos for the events and other things that we have. So make sure people know about that. It's really nice to share all that information.
Bob,
Go ahead.
I would appreciate more information. You say there's a lot of stuff, but you know, I've seen gym classes there. I know that they're broadcasting the resident council.
Yeah.
I'm not at this point thinking there's anything I want to see on it. Why should I go to see it?
Well, I should say it's really a tool that the staff can use to communicate with us in a video format. If it's just a picture or two in the event, that'll probably be up on Facebook. Okay. But if we have videos, I don't see why the resident council, the resident council doesn't fit into life enrichment. So this is really under Judy's domination. But I think we could make use of it more than just having the Sunday sermons and the classes on it.
One of the things that I think might be helpful is, for instance, we have crafts on Saturday. And sometimes something gets changed. And it would be nice if we had a site that we could go to be aware of those changes before the class starts.
That would be a bulletin in the Touchtown in-house TV. That's what that was for. But I know they don't do it, but that's what it could be done. That's the vehicle we have for us right now.
Okay.
And that goes
You
back
have
to
to
that
wait
whole
for it.
communications project.
You'd have to wait for it to scroll through the entire list.
No, if they programmed it right, it could pop up as an announcement. It's the fact that they haven't been trained to program it with all the options. Bill?
Yeah, Bob, the sound going on here, everyone on the page is echoing except you.
Right.
The echo problem is on everyone, only you are not echoing.
Oh, really interesting. So let's see, if I use, okay, I'm going to change my microphone so I'm not rebroadcasting other people and see if that makes any difference. So, because I guess if I get the sound and I rebroadcast it, it can cause a little bit of an echo.
Right.
So we'll see if I just changed it. And
You
then,
did. Testing. 1, 2, 3. It's no longer echoing.
There's no echo now.
no echo? Okay.
No echo. You did it.
There. I just learned something here. Okay. Okay. We have a couple of surveys going. One was our favorite meals survey, and another one was a religious preferences survey. Those should be, they're fairly important for trying to have the staff know what our preferences are. So try to work on those things. Okay, let's see. I got a couple other things related to Nurses Week. So we had I can't remember all my religious scripts and everything else, but here's one that it's about God created seniors. So, and on the 8th day, come on, in his wisdom, God decreed that seniors become forgetful, so they would have to search for their glasses, keys, and other things, thus do more walking. And God looked down and saw it was good. Then God saw there was another need in his wisdom. He made seniors lose coordination, so they would drop things, require them to bend, reach, and stretch. And God looked down and saw that was good. Then God considered the function of bladders and decided seniors would have additional calls of nature, requiring more trips to the bathroom, providing more exercise. So God looked down and saw that was good.
Okay.
So if you find as you age, you are getting up and down more, remember it's God's will and it's in your best interest. So, all righty, we'll see about that. Now, the other one was about, the Nurses Week and caregivers and all that sort of stuff. But this is one that it really floored me when I saw this, and I said, there are all kinds of animals that tend to be good caregivers. But this is one that I wasn't prepared to I wasn't, whoops, where did I go? Here it is. So it's a horse. Imagine bringing a horse into a hospital.
Wow. Oh, really? Oh, my goodness. That's a little overwhelming. Oh, wow.
How about that? That was rather unusual, I thought.
Wow.
So we, I guess it takes all kinds of caregivers. So let's see, I have enough time. I wasn't sure I wanted to show, oh, and I wanted to bring you up to date. The Laguna Niguel fire was a big surprise this week. The residents actually went back to their homes Thursday night, and the causes of the blaze is under investigation, but Southern California Edison finally came forward and said they had a report about some circuit activity right about the time the fire started. So maybe they were on the hook again for that. It destroyed 20 homes, about 11 additional were damaged. 900 residents had to evacuate and everything else. There was a real serious fire, caused flare up in just a matter of hours because of all the winds down there. And here's another one I was going to show you. Let's see if it's still there or not. Yeah. It's a report from the National Park Services, and they named the California's top tourist destination in 2021, and it was the Golden Gate National Recreation Area, and it wasn't Yosemite. And so I said, well, what is that? So I said,
It's at the base of the
let me
bridge.
show you where it is. Yeah, it's really beautiful. Wait a minute, I got one other thing.
Right down near the Presidio.
Anyhow, so this is the pictures up on Google Maps, and it's it's the north side of the bridge. Whoops. Come on, I have some more pictures than that, I thought. Only give me 2 pictures? Oh, there it is.
Oh,
And it's really a beautiful area. And this is I guess the park itself, but it has all these views of the bridge. And I don't really know what you can do in it. It's not like you can go camping in there. I don't think like you can in Yosemite. But I guess because Yosemite was closed for a while, this is probably one reason why they didn't have as many visitors.
I used to go running there.
Running, well, that'd be a good thing you could do there, yeah. Whatever who that is. Oh, I guess they do have some accommodations.
That's part of the old Presidio.
yeah, if it's Presidio, it's at the south end.
Ah, yes, that's right.
And they have turned it into a park. So,
That's what it was. Yeah, okay. All righty. So that was some other great news. Now, I don't know if you guys are interested in a biography of a famous man, because he's somewhat controversial based upon, I guess, who he is and what he did. But he's the richest man in the world, Elon Musk. And I have a short video on his biography, and it turned out to be actually rather interesting. So I says, let me see if I'll show it to you and see if you guys. Whoops, I can't do it that way. I'm going back it this way. See if you guys get a kick out of this or not. Okay, now.
Yeah, she had said, I let her know, and her sister, who, it was one of the sisters that lives in her.
Oh, wait, I'm not getting any sound.
Neither am I.
What's happening here? Remember that adjustment I made on sound? It killed the other part. So let me go back and stop sharing for a minute. So it's got to go back into the aggregate device here. Okay, now let's try this. Whoop, I gotta go. Oh, here it is. I'm still not getting a sound. Oh, crap, what's going on? Select the speaker. Do-do-do-do-do.
We can't hear you, Bob.
You're making no sound, Bob.
No, no. Can't hear you, Bob.
Now the echo's back.
We have the echo, yeah. Bob, you're muted. Where's the chat? Oh.
Figure out what's this sound business going on here.
Oh, you're back.
Okay.
You've been out.
Well, I was trying to get the movie going, and it didn't work. So,
Right. But we lost you too.
And I didn't realize that. Yeah. So okay, so that's Golden. It's not what I want. So here's. Oh, and this is the Golden Gate area. It's called the Golden Gate Park here, and it's the view. Anyhow, that's what that part of it is. Anyhow. So let's see. We'll wind it down here. What's the Toad's favorite ballet?
You showed the answer. Swamp Lake.
Swamp Lake, yes. There we go. Why did the airplane get grounded? Had a bad altitude. Why did the dentist call the x-ray? What did the dentist call the x-ray he took of your mouth? A toothpick.
Oh.
All righty. Why are boats so bad at asking for forgiveness? They harbor resentment. All righty, okay. This one, everyone can relate. What does winter fat turn into? Spring rolls. Where do optometrists go on vacation? Iceland. Iceland. This is a good one. What happened when a guy walked into the bar? You hear all kinds of stories about this, but this is very specific. He was disqualified from the limbo contest.
Oh. Okay.
What did the eight-year-old tree? Where did the 8-year-old tree go to learn? Elementary school. What did the French chef say when he made a mistake?
Zut alors.
Oh, crepe. What did the nurse always? Why did the nurse always choose a red crayon? Now this one you could tell to the nurses around here.
Okay.
They always had to draw blood.
That's pretty good.
What do mice do when they're at home?
Well, they play when the cat's away.
Well, it's mousework.
Oh.
Now this is a good one. What do you call a noodle in disguise? Impasta. Well, I can't win today. I got some technical problems I'm going to have to go fix up and resolve, learn my more advanced things of Zoom. But you guys could tolerate me anyhow, and this is nice to have Debbie on here for the first time. So I hope we can get a bigger turnout and have a chance to get to know her and ask her questions and comments and have some informal chats with her. So I hope that all works out. If it's going to be going down to just a half a dozen, I'm going to start going this on every other week kind of basis, because it's a lot of work to put together and not have a lot of participation. So,
Bob,
yeah.
have you had a time when Ernest was here on the program?
I'm sorry, you were breaking up, Patty.
Has Ernest ever joined?
Has Ernest? He was on last week.
Okay, I didn't know.
No, that was Ethan. I'm sorry, Ernest hasn't. He
He
showed
came
up
one
at one
time.
time.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
not since then. Yeah. So.
Because he has access to lots of information.
Well, I understand that. We all have access to information, and that's. I'm hoping what we can share and make it interesting for others. So, Don.
Just to end on a positive note, I just want to say how lovely the Serenity Garden looks after it has been re-landscaped. And I'm sure you like it, Bob, because they're right out your front door, right out your back. But the guy, whoever did a great job, and it looks terrific looking down upon it.
Yeah, I've said that many times to folks, and it's actually encouraging me to go out and walk around, which walking is a very good thing for me. I just hope with all this new water conservation that they don't, have to starve the plants from the watering that we're going to have, because this California drought situation is pretty serious, especially in Southern California. And I guess the news was recently that this Poseidon plant they were going to have down in Huntington Beach, or just desalination, was turned down by the Coastal Commission. So we won't get that for fresh water supply either. So so be it. So that's anyhow. But yes, go look at the gardens. It's inspiring, especially on a nice sunny day. And when the butterflies come, that's another thing to go out and watch for. The caterpillars are there, and they're going to be doing their thing over the next few days or weeks. So we should be having a wonderful resource for us to get some enjoyment out of. Okay. Any other comments? All righty. Well.